What if I told you that in Spain, the safest place for a baby is on a mattress in the middle of the street, while a man dressed as the devil literally jumps over them? This is El Colacho. Every year, men in yellow devil costumes sprint down the streets and hurtle over rows of newborn babies. The tradition is meant to cleanse the infants of original sin, absorbing the evil and protecting them for life. Forget baptism, this is way more extreme. And you thought your family's traditions were weird. Speaking of intense rituals, let's travel to the Amazon. To become a man, boys in the Satare Mawe tribe have to endure one of the most painful experiences imaginable. They stick their hands into woven gloves filled with hundreds of giant bullet ants, whose sting is compared to being shot. They have to keep the gloves on for 10 minutes, all while dancing, and they must repeat this ordeal 20 times. Suddenly, my teenage angst seems a lot less dramatic. Could you handle it even once? From excruciating pain to a family reunion with a twist. In Madagascar, the Malagasy people have a celebration called Famadihana, or the turning of the bones. Every 7 years or so, they open their ancestral tombs, exhume the remains of their loved ones, and rewrap them in fresh silk shrouds, and then they dance with them. It's not a horror movie, it's a joyous festival of remembrance, accompanied by live music, a chance to update the ancestors on family news and ask for their blessings. And now for something completely different. Welcome to Kawasaki, Japan, home of the Kanamara Matsuri, or Festival of the Steel Phallus. Every spring, the streets are filled with people celebrating, carrying, and licking penis-shaped everything. From giant phallus statues paraded through the streets to lollipops and carved vegetables. It might seem like a joke, but it's a vibrant celebration of fertility and a prayer for healthy marriages. It also raises money for HIV research, for a good cause, of course. Let's shift gears to something profoundly spiritual. In Tibet, many Vajrayana Buddhists practice a funeral tradition called a sky burial. The deceased is taken to a mountaintop, and the body is prepared for vultures. This isn't seen as morbid, but as a final act of generosity, an offering of one's flesh to sustain living creatures. It's a powerful reminder that the body is just an empty vessel, and the spirit has moved on. A beautiful, selfless final act, from the sacred to the slightly bananas. In Lopburi, Thailand, they throw a massive annual feast for the thousands of macaques that overrun the city. We're talking 2 tons of fruits, vegetables, cakes, and candy laid out on tables for the monkeys to devour. It's a gesture of thanks, as the monkeys are a huge tourist draw. But watching thousands of them descend into a sugar-fueled frenzy is pure, adorable, sticky chaos. Think you're competitive? In Gloucester, England, hundreds of people gather to chase a 9-pound wheel of double Gloucester cheese down a hill so steep it's almost a vertical drop. The first person to the bottom wins the cheese. Broken bones, concussions, and dislocated shoulders are practically guaranteed every year. All for a wheel of cheese. Is it worth it? The champions, grinning through the mud and pain, certainly think so. If cheese isn't your thing, how about tomatoes? In the town of Buñol, Spain, 20,000 people gather for La Tomatina, the world's biggest food fight. For 1 hour, the streets run red with the pulp of over 100 metric tons of overripe tomatoes. Its origins are a bit murky, but who cares? It's an hour of pure, unadulterated, messy joy. The only rule? Squash the tomatoes before you throw them. Just don't wear white. Let's get a little more artistic with our produce. Every December 23rd in Oaxaca, Mexico, they celebrate Noche de Rábanos, or the Night of the Radishes. This isn't about food, it's about art. Artisans carve oversized radishes into incredibly detailed sculptures, creating elaborate scenes from history, folklore, and religion. These vegetable masterpieces are breathtaking, but they only last for a few hours before wilting. The ultimate ephemeral art. For our final stop, we're witnessing extreme devotion. Thaipusam is a Hindu festival where devotees show their faith in a way that is not for the faint of heart. To honor the god of war, Murugan, they enter a trance-like state and pierce their skin, tongues, and cheeks with skewers, hooks, and lances. Some carry enormous, elaborate structures called kavadi attached to their bodies with hooks. They claim to feel no pain. It's a breathtaking, and for some terrifying display of the faith over matter. From baby-jumping devils to radish art, Humanity's capacity for ritual is truly endless and endlessly weird. It's a reminder that what seems bizarre to one person is a sacred, joyous, or vital tradition to another. So, which of these traditions blew your mind the most? Or is there a bizarre ritual from your corner of the world we missed? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoy unraveling the world's weirdest wonders, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Until next time, stay curious.